Hey, what's up, everyone? I'm Sade. Thank you so much for joining me today for our yoga flow. For today, we are doing a nice yoga flow for our feet. Now, I am a dancer, so I am always using my feet, and I cannot stress the importance of taking the time just to stretch your feet out, even if it's for 2 minutes, 3 minutes, or just 5 minutes out of the day, to really take the time to stretch out your feet because our feet literally hold the weight of our entire body. So let's go ahead and get started. We're gonna do a few stretches for each foot, and you can work on this as many times as you would like to, depending on how tight your feet might be, or if you just need a quick touch up throughout the day or the week. So let's go ahead and get started. Come into a nice, comfortable cross leg position on your mat. Sit up nice and tall. And just take a breath here, everyone. Inhale, palms down by your side or on your knees. Deep inhale to settle yourself into the space. And then exhale. One more, just like that. Inhale, breathe all the way down to your toes. And then exhale. All right, let's go ahead and get started. We're gonna start with our right foot. So you can keep your left foot in towards your groin and just gently bring your right foot out in front of you towards the side. Now you're gonna take your left hand and I want you to place your fingers in between the little curves of your right foot. So make sure each curve has a finger in between. And then from there, we're just gonna warm up our toes. So start to peel your toes back, flexing your foot. And then peel your toes or pull your toes all the way forward. And we'll just be here for a few. I'm gonna go ahead and put my right foot on top of my left so I have a little bit more leverage. Feel free if you have a block to incorporate a block into your practice here. And this is just really helping us to stretch our toes, right? Especially if you're a person who wears a lot of tight shoes, your feet might be clumped together. So we don't really give our feet enough time to just stretch. And then feel free to start to roll your toes around in a circular shape, clockwise, counterclockwise. And as you do this, I really want you to breathe some love into your toes, into your feet. I know that might sound a little crazy, but our feet really hold on to a lot of our stress that we are feeling throughout the day, that we are carrying. Our feet help us carry the stress of the day. So as you roll your toes around, just breathe some love into your feet. Thank your feet for all of the hard work. We'll do a few more circular motions here, really getting nice and into it. Full breath. Inhale and exhale. Now from here, extend your foot out forward in front of you. I'm going to do mine on a slight diagonal so you can see. And we'll go ahead and just start to roll out your ankle. Our ankle connects our foot to our leg. So just start to roll your ankle around clockwise, counterclockwise. And especially if you have time in the morning, try to do this before you add pressure onto your feet, just warming up your ankle. You can start to add your leg movement into it a little bit. You might even feel this movement from your hip. Roll out your ankle. And if you did the opposite side, go ahead, start to switch sides here. Rolling everything out. And we'll take one more breath. Inhale. And exhale. Now from here, bring your right foot to a neutral place. Now you're going to start to flex your foot. So really peel your toes all the way back towards you. You're going to feel this stretch right in the hamstring, right in the calf, maybe the hamstring as well. And then exhale, point your toes all the way forward. You're going to feel this in the top of your foot. We'll do that a few more times. Inhale, flex your feet. Exhale, point your toes. Again, flex. And then point. And this is helping to really stretch your arches as well as the top of your foot. Two more times. Inhale, flex. And exhale to point. One more time. Inhale, flex. And exhale, point. And go ahead, bring your right foot in. Let's start to warm up our left foot now. So extend your left foot forward. Take your right hand, place your fingers in between each curve of your foot. And then go ahead, start to pull your toes forward. Flex your toes back. Warming up your toes, separating your toes. Maybe you roll your toes around clockwise, counterclockwise. You might even feel some of your toes start to crack, and that's okay. Releasing some of that tension. And I even want you to notice if there's a difference in sensation from your right foot to your left. That's also a message to us. Maybe we're working one side more than the other. Left side deals with the yin energy, the more feminine, more passive, softer energy. And our right side deals with our yang energy, masculine energy that's active, direct. So maybe that's saying something to you as well. I'll take one more breath. Inhale, roll your toes around, and exhale. And release your fingers from your toes, extend your leg long. Let's start to roll out our ankle here, warming up your left side. Maybe you lift your heel off of the ground so you can get more movement, more of a range. And see if you can add your toes into it as well. Maybe you scrunch your toes. Take a breath. Inhale. And exhale. Few more rolls. Inhale. And exhale. Now let's move into our flex and our point. So you're gonna flex your toes all the way back. Let's see if you can press your knee down, feeling that flex in your entire leg. And then go ahead and point your toes forward, stretching the tops of your feet. Again, flex. And then point. And see when you point your feet, see if you can start to point from your arch, then your toes, really flexing your entire foot. And if not, perfectly fine, something to practice so you can really flex your entire feet. Few more times, everyone. Inhale, flex, and then point. Last time, flex, and point. All right, now we're getting into the really tough part. So bring your left foot in and then come to a standing position on your knees. Come to a tabletop, actually. So shoulders over wrists, hips above your knees. Bring your knees close together. You're going to curl your toes under. So make sure you have all 10 toes tucked, including your pinky toe. Bring your feet as close together as you can without forcing anything. And then from here, take your time. You're going to start to sit all the way back on your heels. Yes, everyone, we are taking it there. Sit back onto your heels. And you can stay propped up on your fingers here, right? If you want a lot more intensity, again, make sure all toes are tucked. Then you can sit all the way down on your heels, maybe hover your fingertips off of the ground, feeling the full weight of your body on your feet. But if not, just to be safe, keep your fingertips here. And this is helping to stretch out your arches, stretch your Achilles, as well as your ankle. So this is a really great stretch to practice daily if you can. And maybe you do it for about a minute. We'll stay for a few more breaths. This is great if you have bunions. This helps to really stretch your big toe, which the reason that a bunion develops is because there's not enough movement from the big toe to the second toe. I know this as being a dancer. So this is a really great stretch for that as well. So you might even feel that if you do have a bunion. And we'll take a few more breaths. Let the sensations arrive. I know this is a very, very powerful, uncomfortable stretch for our feet. But let this stretch remind you of how much your feet are carrying and why you should continue to do this. Full breath. Inhale, breathe into those sensations. Stay for your exhale. Lift your chest up. Let's take one more breath, everyone. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful. Come back into your tabletop. So palms down. Untuck your toes and just slap the tops of your feet down. Bring some blood flow to your toes. Now we're going to stretch the tops of our feet. Sit your heels all the way back. Maybe you prop up onto your fingertips. If you want something deeper, start to reach your hands back, adding more weight to the tops of your feet. And just stay right here for a few breaths, everyone. This is a really good stretch for your ankles, for your Achilles. And if anyone wants something deeper, maybe release down onto your forearms, completely optional. Few more breaths. Inhale. And exhale. And take a few more on your own. The great thing about these stretches is you can do them while you're watching a show, while you're seated down at work, or anywhere where you can find a nice, comfortable seat. And let's take another breath. Inhale. And exhale. Start to roll all the way back up. Take a seat on your hips so that you can swivel your legs forward. And come to a nice seated position as we close out our practice. Notice how your feet are feeling. Really scrunch your toes, wiggle them around. And let's take a breath to close, everyone. Full and deep inhale. Breathe into your toes. And then through the mouth, let it go. Beautiful work, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me for our yoga for the feet. Love practicing these stretches on my feet daily. Another stretch that I will bring on will be using a tennis ball to use that to roll out your feet. So stay tuned for that as well. And I hope to see you again for our next yoga videos. Bye, everyone.